Alright, next job, seats. These again are M3 seats. No, M4, because you need to have the tilt function. We're putting them in a ute, not into a sedan. So I've gone out and gotten a small switch wired up, so now we can move things back and forward. As you move things back and forward, it makes it so you can't put the bolt through front and rear, so every time you take the seat in and out, you have to move it back, put the bolt in, move it forward, put the bolt in. I'm going to have to take these seats back to the person who made this switch. Matt, thank you very much, big help. Take these seats back to them, and he's going to have to make a loom specific for each seat to hopefully keep the buttons on the side still functional. I think that's it. Let's get into it.
Before trying to make a modification like this, you really want to make sure what you're going to be buying is going to fit. I went to the local BMW dealership, measured the length and the width of the rails, so I was pretty certain that they were going to be close. Went onto Marketplace and found a set of these out of a wrecked M4, and again they had to be M4, not M3, so I have that tilt function. And then when they arrived, just prayed they fit really, and with a little bit of luck and a little bit of measuring, they do. Now this hole closest to the seatbelt buckle, that doesn't get modified at all. That has already had the engineering done as far as how much force the seatbelt can take in a crash, but these other holes, they're all going to need to be modified. The rails are about 5 to 10 mil narrower than an E30 rail, and then the rails are about 50 mil longer, so we have to create a mounting pad further out. And then this one was a pain. We'll get back to this one a little later on. So just back to fitment, we'll move the seat back and forth, double check to make sure we've got a gap down the side of the arch and the seat, and then make sure the seat sits down low enough to have enough head clearance. Here are the plates that I've made to fabricate the pad for one of the mounting holes. I made them out of cardboard, then cut them out of steel, and then just started to weld them into the chassis. So you may have noticed that this is all voiceover. Now, apparently on my camera there's an S and Q function that is for slow-mo, and it doesn't record any sound, and I forgot to change it back off that setting. So for 2 days I did all of the work, did all of the recording, and then had no sound. I really think I should probably hire someone to do all of the video filming and video editing, because my skills definitely are more focused on doing the practical work of welding, fabricating. So we'll just tack it in and then just full send. 5 out of the 6 mounting holes I was able to get a 3mm plate welded to the underside of the chassis and a nut welded to that plate. On the 6th hole I realised I had to do this.
Alright, so I've done a little mark here. I'm going to cut that out, weld the nut to the underside of this plate and then weld the plate in, because I just cannot get the fixing underneath the chassis. If I was going to do this again, I'd probably weld a stud to the underside of these plates, not do the underbody reinforcing, and just have these plates with a stud on every corner and then the bolt going through on this one. But it's one of those things you just pick up as you go and hope that you're doing it the first time. Sadly, this time that wasn't the case. It's pretty ugly, but we can fix it up from underneath, put some seam sealer around it. It's sitting flat. The plate has a bow in it, but I can get that out as I'm welding. I'll bolt that down and then hold this side down and tack it, and that will be done. This side plate is already prepped. Let's just get them welded in, because that is the seats finished, and we can call it a day and start cleaning out the bits that I need to get rid of for the tub. Sick! All right, that's all welded up. So on this side, we've got, ooh, get my finger in the right spot. There is the 3mm plate, the chassis, another 3mm plate, and then the nut. This one, I've built the pad and then welded a 3mm nut to the underside of the pad, and then it has another 3mm plate. This one has the nut welded to the underside of this plate, and then just clearance inside the chassis. This is the seatbelt one, and this one I haven't modified, it's just got an extra 3mm plate over the top. All right, let's see if this fits, eh? Honestly, I haven't been able to do this and not look awkward yet. Okay, now get the battery. Plug the seat in. I really wish I had a plug for this. It moves. That does not look in the right spot. So, this plate had the nut fixed to it. So, if that plate shifts back and forth, it changes the width in between both bolt holes. I'm just like slightly out. I think the fix is die grind just like a couple of mil off this side of the seat rail, and then it'll bolt in. This one's good. The pad that I've made is in a good spot. Two rears are in. I already know the driver's side fits, so we've got M4 seats in an E30. Yeah, sick. Sick. So I would say probably something like that is going to be about as far back as we can go. This is very upright. Whoever's sitting here is going to want to tilt their seat back a little bit. And we've still got to fit a battery back here because I want to clean up the engine bay and I don't have anywhere in the back to put it anymore. So that one's in. Let's see if I can do this not awkwardly. No, I've done it awkwardly again. Oh, God damn it. At least I didn't scratch the top of it again this time. All right, so this one, the exact same side, front, right. I haven't quite gotten it in the right spot, so I just need to die grind a tiny amount out, which is annoying, but I mean, if I wanted it easy, I would have just put E30 sports seats in there, and I didn't, so clearly I enjoy having to do stupid things. And that is how you mount F80 M4 seats in an E30. I don't know if you want to. They're good, but it's a lot of work. Why did I choose to do this? It's really annoying because I can't move that back because the motor to tilt back and forth is like tucked up in the bolster and I can't get to it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh. Probably shouldn't do that while it's on jack stands. Seats are in. It's really comfortable. And I mean, you would hope so. I don't know how many people find the E30 comfort seats comfortable, but they are not comfortable. You are lying. You are lying to yourself and everyone else if you think they're comfortable. These bad boys, these are sweet. Way more work to put in though, I'll give you that. Comfort seats, they fit. But now, so do these, thankfully. This is good. This is real good. I can't wait for the buttons to work. We've got head clearance, got clearance down the side. I'm probably going to bring a door card in tomorrow, just so I can see if the door card fits with the seats. But, I mean, I've got M4 seats. Dang it, Fly. Sitting in here, being able to say I've got M4 seats in an E30. How cool is that? Oh, I just will get the E46 M3 steering wheel in, then it's going to be sweet. Nice. Real nice. Have fun. Stay safe.